Well, hello my friends, and welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be testing, let's try and pronounce that, Acticart. Is these brand names, man, they're getting a little crazy. I tested one of these before, but it was a different style. This one, it locks in straight, and I think it comes with way more extra nozzles, which is a really good bonus. But it's a no-clean airbrush with disposable nozzles. We're going to clean ours. We're not going to dispose them. No clean mess, quick switching, and it's got its own built-in compressor. If you remember the other one, this is slightly different. They really did change this one up quite a bit. And yeah, it comes in this nice case. It was about $100. It's not that cheap. But for someone who doesn't want to invest in the whole setup, you know, compressor and whatnot, I guess this is a solution. Let's see what... Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. Oh, this is a little overwhelming here. I don't know how they stuffed this in here. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I told you, I read it came with a lot of extra nozzles, and boy, does it. I haven't plugged this in or anything, so... the last one came fully charged, kind of like cell phones. I don't know what this is. Nice little reusable bags. I'll give them that. They're pretty thick. Yeah. Oh, maybe, is this a cap so you don't have to... Yeah, it's a cap so you can keep your colors sealed, it looks like. See the caps? So you can keep the paint inside. I'm guessing that's what that is. Here's the nozzle. Yeah, it works like traditional airbrush. The Venturi system where the air pushes the paint out. Except instead of the paint coming from a upwards trajectory, it's going to come straight across, which I think is a little weird because you have to put a lot of... we'll see. Let's go through this. Let's pull all this stuff out. This is the main unit, I'm guessing. Yes. All right, let me get this bag out of here. Charging cable, is it USB-C? It's US. It's a new USB, so we don't need this. I keep one over here for my phone and my cameras and whatnot, so it's always plugged in. Now, what is all this? This is... All right, this doesn't come out, so let's see what we got here. Some kind of tubing. Yep. Oh, my God. This thing is just loaded with stuff. Well, at least it has all the bottles and everything extra in it this time around. The other one, I remember, just had a limited amount of everything. This seems to be a full-on kit. I don't even know if I can get this back in this container again. It is nice, but boy... That is not getting back in there. And see what I mean, guys? It goes straight across. So I guess we're going to have to paint like this. So the paint, you know, unless this thing is full. We'll test it with water at first, so we'll see how it works. And, oh, man. So I'm going to go through this. I'm going to have to pause the camera. I haven't even tried this thing yet. I pretty much know how to use it, but we want to... There it is. See it? So you have to set the needles across from the air. Right there, and it just pulls the paint right out. So I'm guessing there's different size needles. Is that what we're looking at here? Different, it's got to be. It's got to be. Well, let me read this up. Let me charge this. I'm going to pause this camera. I'll go through this quick, and then we'll have to mix up some paint. We'll do some acrylics, and we'll do some primer. We'll do a lacquer. And like I said, we'll try it with some water, and we'll get it going there, or alcohol. And then we'll try the quick release. We'll put one in after another and see how it works. So, hey, let's get this thing going. Let's try it. I like trying all these different gadgets as far as spray painting goes. It's really interesting to me, even if they don't work. Yeah, someone's trying something, right? Anyway, I'm going to pause the camera now. Let me get all this organized. I'm going to read the book, charge this up. I'll see you back in about 2 seconds here, but for you in real time, it might be about an hour. So, we'll see you soon. All right, charged it up. I read through it. This unit, it comes separated. I just pushed it in. It's the main unit right there. The bottles actually have this silicone cap, so you can leave paint in it and cap it off. If you remove the needle, I guess you're going to clean them. That's what these other caps are for, these clear ones here. So you can save your paint that way, if you're going to keep the paint in them. Now I marked off the needle size. This is 0.2 millimeter, 0.3, and a 0.5. However, these guys labeled the bags. So I did all that for nothing. I just noticed it just before I turned the camera back on. 0.3. Pretty cool. And 0.2. Now, remember I said you have to tip it down because that's rubbing alcohol. Because of the paint's not going to reach it. It says if you need to paint upwards instead of holding it down, it comes with tubing, a lot of them, and you put the tubing in here so it'll feed so you can point upwards if you want to paint upwards. See it? For upward spraying. They really thought of everything. If it works, who knows? We're going to find out. We're going to test this rubbing alcohol now. I use that because it's the closest consistency that I get my paint at. I guess I could have used water too. But all right, the blue one is a 0.3. We'll start with that, with the alcohol test here. And I'm going to tip it. Now, here's another thing. I think if I put it in this way, the paint's going to fall out. I guess, through the little tubing. So we're going to have to keep it tipped a little bit. And there's a groove. Oh, there we go. See the groove? The steel shaft here, this needle, has to go into that groove. So let's go ahead and just insert it in. Make sure it lines up. Oh, there it is. It goes right in. Let me push this all the way in. And, oh, let's get it so you guys can see it. And there it is. See, it's in the groove? Check that out. So, if this works, it's pretty well engineered. It says to always turn it to max. And there it is to max. It's 5 hours to charge. 2 hours of use after 5 hours. Took about 2 minutes to charge. It came with almost a 90% battery. So, it didn't take me long. So anyway, let's head over to the booth. We'll start off with this rubbing alcohol and just see if it's working, if it's set up and ready to go. And then we'll mix some paints. We'll do some quick changes, and we'll test it that way. And so let's head over to the booth this way, and let's try this. Let's try this thing out. All right, at the booth, I found a way of storing it while I'm getting ready. Check that out. It keeps the paint from, I guess, pouring out. If it will pour out, I'm not quite sure yet. But let's go ahead and test this. Oh man, it's doing a good job. You guys can see. Oh yeah, you can see it. Check that out. Obviously the alcohol is going to disappear quickly. Let's see if the paint comes out. Little bit starting to come out. So when you're done, I guess you just got to pull it back. Or we can use the tubing and hold it this way. This is good for outdoor painting, I guess. Well, you know what? It's set to go. Let's go try it with some paint and some plastic. Atomizes it pretty good because it's not really moving that alcohol out too much. All right, impressive. I don't know where the battery is at. It lights, but we'll put it down like that. There we go. All right, let me go mix up some paint. We'll do some primer. I'll do an acrylic. We'll do a few things here, and we'll do the quick switching and see how that goes. All right, guys, I get stuff blended up. Here is my dark gray surfacer. We got some in there blended up, and then we have tamiya. Let's go around here. X28. This is dark copper. Really nice color. We figured I'd try a metallic, see if it can push that through. And then I did a Vallejo Game Air. This is a pink. And I blended that using a little bit because it's almost pre-thinned with their thinner, Vallejo thinner. So we're going to do a rapid fire, and then I installed that tubing. We'll see if we can spray upwards. I put some water in that. We'll see if that works. All right. So let's go ahead and make sure it lines up. This is the primer. Let me make sure the cap is on good. It's on there good. All right. There we go. All right, let's do it. Primer on. Went on pretty good. All right, let's go across this board. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to just go ahead and do a quick change. So I'm going to tip it back, pull it out. Let's throw in, let's stir up the metallic in there. Let's do the tamiya, make sure the needles line up. There we go. All right. Let's go, number 2. Might have been able to thin this one out a little more. And being the metallic, maybe we should have used the bigger needle. But it's still pushing it through. And these tamiyas are really, really easy to paint. They're really hard to screw up, you know. There we go. Let's go ahead and go across. Yeah, see, this is a much finer needle. What is the blue? Well, it's a 0.3. So I think this one needs the metallics are going to need a bigger nozzle. But pretty fine for detailing, I guess, huh? Check this out. Yeah, this will definitely need a bigger needle. But it still pushes the paint through, and beautiful job. So here we go again with the quick change. Pull that out. All right, there's the vallejo. Here we are. Push that in. That one lined up right away. Yeah. Let's see if this works. All right. It works, but it seems to need a little more effort here. The green needle being the smallest, no, the largest. This is the way to go. That's the way to go. Matter of fact, on the fly, let's go ahead and do this. Pull this out. I'm going to put the green needle in this vallejo right here, and we'll see the difference in how it sprays. 1 second. All right, we'll do this on camera. Here is the green. We'll pop this out. There's no screws involved. Now we're going to put that in a jar of thinner, and we're going to keep those clean so we never have to replace them. So all you do is push these in. All right, here we go. Back in. It lined up. Yep. Look at the difference. Yeah, the green needle is the sweet spot for this system. All right, let's do another quick change. Pull that out. All right, I'm going to grab the green needle for the tamiya. Matter of fact, I'll just reach over and grab it. All right, here it is. We'll grab one. 0.5. Yeah, this seems to be the magic. Now, I guess we have to thin it further, maybe. I thinned it pretty well, but the system does seem to work pretty well. So I'm guessing if we just thin them just right, all right, we'll put this in a jar of thinner like the other one. All right, this is the tamiya, and here is the green. Right back in, line it up. All right, let's see the difference here. In fact, we'll start with a spoon again. We'll start over. Yeah, I mean, it's the sweet spot for it. The green one is the magic needle for it, you know. I mean, it did a good job. It just took a bigger effort on the other one, you know. So let's go back in. We were doing this before. So let's flip this over. You know, much fatter. But don't forget, these are metallics. I guess I got to thin these a little further. But it dries even. And these tamiya paints dry really quick. I use rubbing alcohol to thin it, you know. So yeah, it works. The system works pretty good. Let me go ahead and let's gonna swap this out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try the upward painting. So we're gonna lay this down like that. Again, rubbing alcohol. All right, we got the blue needle. What was the blue? The blue is a 0.3. Now it's gonna push this rubbing alcohol, but check it out. I put the tubing in it like they said, so we can spray upwards. So we'll take this out. We'll put this in. I imagine we should, there we go, line this up So the needle kind of, the tubing rather, I should say. Yeah, it don't matter, I guess, right? Yeah, there we go. Leave it on the bottom. Now, let's see. Hey, it works. So we can spray up. Of course, you got to keep it, in that position. But I guess now it'll be more difficult for the paint to leak out, if you think of it that way, if you want to stand it. But laying it like this way, the other way, is fine too, So yeah, she does work, right? A little archaic. But now, let's head back to the bench. We'll put the little caps on these, and yeah, let's wrap this up. All right, here we are back at the bench. Results are quite good. Here is my primer. Here is the Tamiya metallic. Now, this is the bigger needle. You grab the one behind me here with the smaller needle. Yeah, almost identical. It just took more effort to lay it down, but it still went on nice. It just took more strokes. That's why I figured go with the larger needle. Seems to be the sweet spot. Here is the Vallejo Game Air. So it works. The system works. As far as cleaning the nozzles, I have lacquer thinner here. This is Vallejo. That's going to have to go in some acrylic cleaner. But see, what I'm saying is you just pop these off. Just drop that in there. And then the cap is in here that they recommend. If you're going to leave the paint in there, I would probably remove it. But if you're going to do a lot of primers, just keep them filled with the primers. And like this one, I'm not going to clean this one right now. So let's go ahead and cap it off here. So there you go. Now I can leave that stored, and I'll know that it's ready to go the next time. And as far as cleaning these, we're just going to pop that off. Keep them clean. There's a lot of them. They give you a lot. So these should last a while. So I'm guessing, let's go in here and pull off one of these caps. This will be the last thing we try here. All right. These here. It looks like that's what these are for. I don't know why they're so long. That's weird. But let's see. Yeah, that doesn't go on there. So maybe it fits over these. Yeah, it does. So I don't know why it gives you the option of both. Of capping it off like that and this. That's really odd. I thought it would have fit over the top of that. So I guess while you're cleaning one, you could put another nozzle on it. Right? You can put another one on it. And then cap it off. But I wish I had a cap that fitted on there. So I can get them all clean. But I guess you could put a fresh needle on it, for the next time. You pop it on here, cap it off, while the other one sits in the thinner. So you could do that. Yeah, and I would just leave those in here. I get these jars at the craft store, and they just I seal them up. They're like mason jars, and it just I let them sit overnight. Open up in the morning. They're all cleaned out. We're ready to go, and that's that. So that's the system. Nothing I would use, but it actually works. I can't say nothing bad about it. It works. It happens to work. And as far as, it's much better, I think, than the other one. The other one had a system with a lever, a plastic lever that would activate the needles, and the jars went straight in, which was pretty cool. But this works this way fine. And if you have to tip it, just use what I showed you guys, the little tubes that it comes with, so you can spray upwards. And it comes with a ton of needles. And if you clean them off like I do, you probably won't even have to buy them. I don't even know what these things are called. They're like industrial needles. I got to get the name of them. If somebody knows the actual name of these, where you can search these on Amazon, leave a note for me in the description below. That would help me quite a bit. So I could put links up for that. But I'll put a link up for this. I got it. It was around $100. It was on Amazon. The carry case is really nice. I don't know if I'm going to get everything to fit back in it. But you know what? I can get this back in it. And the needles I might just put in my little drawers back here. But I'm probably going to end up giving this away to a friend or something. But you know what? It does work. I can't say nothing bad about it. Because the results are actually pretty damn good. So, hey, that's the test. We did it. All right, guys, there you go. Anyway, please like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. So you know when we put up a new video. I got some more stuff coming up this week. This chrome paint just came in literally late yesterday. And I'm always trying spray can chrome to see if there's something out there. And I doubt this will be any good. But we're going to try it anyway. And don't forget my music recommendations behind me. We have Demons and Wizards, Dynasty's new album, and Majestica's new album, which is fantastic. But Dynasty came out last week, and Game of Faces. This is incredible, straightforward, catchy power metal, 3-minute songs. It is just awesome. One of my favorite lead singers, Nils Noflin, and he's awesome. So grab that, and grab all the music I recommend. And love music as much as anything else. That's why you always see it in the background. My stereo is right here with my Kef speakers from Britain. And we're always playing tunes while we're working and coming up with new tests. And this new gloss surfacer from Green Stuff World Black, I might test this. I shot it recently in the spray blue test, and it performed pretty good. So I might do a whole test with just that. I'm interested in that to go further. It's been sitting on the shelf. So anyway, guys, there you go. I'll put a link below for everything. And yeah, have a great rest of your weekend. You guys are awesome. God bless you all. Have a great day.